congratulations.
Thank you.
For what Attorneys in Love. So, why is it so important to premiere it here at the Santa Barbara International Film Festival?
Santa Barbara is a great festival. It's a very prestigious festival. I had a feature film that played here a few years ago called Kill Me Three Times, and so it was great to come back and do this movie here.
Yeah. So where did the original idea came from for this short film of yours?
Yeah, I wanted to direct a comedy short, and I had lunch with a particular comedy writer who I was introduced through a friend. We sat down, we started talking about comedy and what we liked, and at the end of the lunch he pitched me this idea, and I said, that's a great idea, let's do that. So he went away and wrote it, and the script he delivered was pretty much, we didn't change a lot. It was pretty much the movie we shot. So I was very lucky to have found Jake Pallas, the screenwriter, who sort of came up with the idea, and I thought it was a good one.
What I loved about the short film is you kept it really simple, and it seemed like it was easy, but nothing's ever easy, right?
Well, it wasn't easy, but I must say that everything fell into place with this short. It doesn't always happen that way when you're making movies, but in this case, we had everything just fell together in the right way, and as a result, it has been one of the easier things that I've shot, but obviously there was a lot of work put into it as well.
Now you talk about your cast. You have some recognizable faces
Yes.
that you were fortunate enough to get into the short film.
Yeah, I was very fortunate. I was working in a production role on a TV show called 911. It's on Fox, and it has a great cast, including Peter Krause, Angela Bassett, and Kenny Choi. And once I had this great script, I had gotten to know them pretty well over the show. And so when the time came for me to cast it, I asked them if they would be in it, and they read it and they loved it and they said yes. So I was very lucky. And then the last two cast members, our young couple played by Megan West and Mark Elias, they also were on 911.
Oh.
So my whole cast was from that show. And then we also had, when I told some of the crew about what I was doing, they came on board as well. So we had a bunch of crew from 911 as well. So it was a sort of strange, happy scenario that I had on my hands.
Because it was so simple, did this took a short period of time to take for production? It was like
we shot it in 2 days.
2 days.
So 2 short days. Actually, we filmed the scene in the park, probably over the course of 8 hours, and then we filmed the boardroom scene in about 6 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So I was very lucky. My actors showed up very prepared. My DP and his crew just worked very quickly, and I was worried. We had, 10 pages of dialogue for those actors to get through, and it's quite snappy, and I didn't really know how long we would need. But I didn't shoot more than 2 or 3 takes. They all nailed it on the first take. We would film a second take often just to cover it, just to make sure we had it. But everyone was very prepared, and so the shoot was pretty quick.
No improv whatsoever then?
We didn't do improv because there was a lot of setups, mm-hmm. And what I will say on the at the boardroom, they were setting up downstairs for a concert.
Oh.
So I show up to the location and I see there's a festival on, and they're building a stage. So once those singers were going to get on the stage, my shoot day was over. So I was conscious of the fact that at any moment this band could start up. So we basically got through it pretty quickly. There are things that the actors just sort of did and added. that I liked that we kept, but we didn't improv it much. But I did. The writer and I, Jake, we did an early table read of the script, so we were able to play with some actor friends of mine and work out what we liked and what we didn't, and we added some things in. So we didn't improv, but we did, I guess, workshop the script before we shot it.
Wow, excellent. And I noticed under your filmography, you directed 3 short films. Why do you prefer that type of format?
Well, I sort of consider this, the short films I did early were akin to student films. You know, I was sort of learning to write and direct and produce. So those 2 shorts that I did earlier in my career, I sort of put them in the student film category. This was sort of my first time to really sit down and take the time and sort of money and cast and do a short film the way I wanted to do it. I'd been producing feature films, and I just felt the urge to direct something, and the best way for me to do that was through a short. And I knew that I live in LA, I have great crew connections there. I know I can crew a movie very easily. I have a lot of actor friends, so it really was not a difficult choice to decide to direct a short film. It made a lot of sense.
So are you looking forward to making it a stepping stone into more short films, or hopefully a feature film down the road?
So we're going to make the feature film version of the short.
Oh.
So that's being written now. Jake, who wrote the original short, he's writing the feature-length version. And so we'll hope to do that at some point soon. And there's a bunch of other things that I want to direct as well. So we'll use this as the first step and see where we can take it.
Excellent. Hey, well, before I let you go, I do want to remark, I did actually see Kill Me 3 times.
Okay, great.
In fact, it was years ago. I think I interviewed Alice.
Yes,
for
Alicia
the film.
Braga.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. That was Kill Me 3 Times was a really important movie in my career. It was my first film. We got an amazing cast, including Simon Pegg and Alicia Braga, and I got to shoot it in Australia. We had beautiful locations. The movie did very well. We got into Toronto. We premiered. The film was released in over 40 countries, including Japan and Asia and Europe. So for me, as a first time going through it, it was a great experience, and I'm very grateful for that opportunity.
Well, whatever you did, I thought Australia was beautiful in that film. You did a terrific job.
Yeah, we wanted to make my producing partners, particularly Larry Malkin, he used this word aspirational. You know, we wanted it to look beautiful, and really, if you're going to go down to Australia to shoot a movie, you may as well capitalize on all that natural beauty. So that's what we set out to do, and I think it's one of the best parts of the film, the locations and the scenery that we were able to secure.
Absolutely, I still remember it because it was the location, the scenery, the characters.
Yeah,
it was an overall terrific movie. So I'm glad you had success with that film.
Thank you very much.
Excellent.
Appreciate it.
Thank you very much, Daniel.
Thanks so much for your time.
Hey, appreciate the interview.
Yeah, it was great fun.
All right.